Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid, and we have a new turn. You can see we took a little diversion in our research to pick up Alteration. We got a bunch of fire gems from Marverni. God, why did he send these to me? I think it was for nature. I think I sent him a boatload of nature. Though maybe it was some other gem type, I can't remember now. And then, yeah, Atlantis, this was for Earth. We sent him a boatload of Earth. So there's that. For casting, we actually had a pretty good turn. We found a deep crevasse, that's one earth gem. Okay, then strike, and then look at this. Basalt plateau, one earth, one water, one earth, one water. So that's 4 gems here we found. Excellent. This is on this weird little lake over here, including this land thing, which should be a lake. We started building a fort here, and I need to get a lab here, because right now we're not collecting income. Once I start collecting income from this, this is 4 gems, this is 3 gems, I think. So this whole thing is 7 gems. That's almost like having Mother Roke up. So totally going to build a fort here. I need to put a lab here too, because I kind of care more about the gems than the income. Anyway, we'll be back. We're going to waste probably like 16 gems. Oh, it hurts to say. Moving. Is this worth taking for 16 gems? Maybe I go ahead and lab this. Do I go ahead and lab it? Maybe I go ahead and lab it. I think I go ahead and lab it. To lab it, I just do this. I think it's worth it. I'm going to miss a lot of turns of income. So, okay, we're going to do that instead. That's going to give me a little bit more gold to spend. But anyway, yeah, a ton of gems right here. I always find little things when I come back and record. Okay, so that's this. And then we found a death site. And then strike. Gloomgate is a 2 death site. 1 nature. Strike. A coral garden, which I think is a 2 gem site. I think it's a nature water. Strike. Yeah. That was a very good turn for site searching. For the limited site searching we did, that was, if I had that kind of luck all game, we would be in very good position. Very good position. Yeah, I was actually worried about this fight, because it said there were 60 ichthyds. I don't think there were quite 60, but there were a lot. That was actually a little hit and go. You can see we did, these guys got all disrupted though from the Mind Quest. We lost 1 Meteorite Guard, 1 Mad Hybrid, and 1 thing from the Void. All in all, not bad. But I was worried about this. Yeah, it was 50 dudes. We see the forces of Niflheim attacking Ubar. Ooh, that is very interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, this is on that planet. How do I see that? I don't know. I guess I finally got a scout there. And then we have Ulm finally attacking into Mictlan. And he's got these imps in the back. He's got some cav, some mages, a huge crossbow corps. And God, Mictlan hates fighting big archery corps. I told Mictlan what you need to do is bring a ton of slaves and do a ton of imps to distract. I think if he had listened to me, he would have done this one. He's gonna lose it. Spoiler. Put my headphones on while I'm doing this. You're hearing everything twice. It goes through the mic, or through my speaker, through the mic. Okay. So the Jaguars are very killy. They will get through. They've got a ton of strength in their bless. Yeah, strength 6, and then blood surge and attack 2. They're very, very killy. The problem is all the arrow fire they're taking. Like this, they're all balled up and just getting absolutely punished. So, I told him. I said, look, he didn't do either of the things I told him to do. I told him, you need to stop all recruitment, put as much PD as you can, and do imps, and pray to God. He could have taken this with actually pretty minimal losses. And instead he's dead. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. This Darkvine's actually did some work. So Ulm lost 160 dudes, but Mictlan lost everything. Didn't lose his mages, so not everything. But no PD. There's hardly any PD. He should have put all the PD. It was an obvious move. He should have put all PD here. And he should have given all these priests slaves. And they should have summoned imps. What the hell are you doing? Play your nation right. Just kidding. But anyway. Some people cannot be helped. Just kidding. I mean, I did tell him exactly what he needed to do, and if he did it, he would have won this fight. And then we ping... Wait, this is us. I guess we have a scout go crazy in... Oh, we were actually just pinging this. See what Jotunheim has here. This is his fort over there in Fall of Sarl. We ping this province, and we send these guys... Or no, this is the fort we took. So, yeah. And then we have a bunch of the summoning... Void summoning events. We're starting to get a lot of void critters, guys. Like... The void critter thing we're about to have in our cap is about to be kind of nuts. Like, we're going to have... So what I'm thinking we're going to do is gateway dudes from our cap over here onto Fall of Sarl in here. And then from there, we will be in a position to kill you. But yeah, we've got these guys. We've got these guys. We've got these guys. We've got just a boatload of really tough dudes. And then we've got some of the Mind Blasters too. Like 3 of them. And then here, we're bringing in... reinforcements, all these dudes. And these creator othernesses are nasty. So, and we've got alt 4, so I can now do body ethereal on them if I want, and I can do quickness. And quickness is so good on these guys. So good. So we'll have to see. But we're getting a slave mage up here. And the slave mage, of course, is a water... Did I just start recruitment this turn? Yeah, I did. Because I think I just built the lab last turn. Yeah, this guy just built the lab last turn. So, anyway, we'll be getting a slave mage soon. Trademark. And, but yeah, we'll be able to use these guys to go take out their... I think we can kill Jotunheim with this force that we gateway in. So, Mictlan is basically done. Other news on Mictlan is Eru has come in from all the way... There's some weird connections on this map. All the way down here, and you can see he's got a little force here where he's going to reinforce. So he's presumably sending a large army over onto my planet right next to me, which I'm not happy about. We may choose to kill it. We may choose to kill it. I'm not very excited about that one tiny little bit. We're going to come over here and vulture this. I haven't even told him he's dead. Okay. I told him I needed to probably vulture last turn. And he said, okay, well, let me have my fight. Well, he's had his fight. He lost it. So we're going to go Vulture. I'd like to get this too, but this one I definitely want. This one has like a lot of really good stuff. But yeah, so Ulm's coming in. Also, Nabah has gotten in on the action. In fact, I have set my script up here where I think it's likely we're going to bump Nabah. Nabah has a small little force, so I don't expect him to go for the cap. I expect him to actually go here. So I actually think it's likely we bump. I've got these guys on the back, which will likely kill all the birds. And these guys on attack closest, and they'll kill all of his normal dudes. And these guys on guard commander so we don't get surrounded. So I think that will probably work. I think that will probably work. What else? We're attacking here to get... This is a good province. So it's 1, 2, 5. So it's 5 gem site, or 5 gem province. So very nice for us to control. It's like half of a Mother Oak. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not sure. Nick Knight may want to come over here and just fuck with me and start taking this stuff and like maybe try to take this. I don't know. If he starts getting too friendly, I've made a full super combatant desk or heavy thug kit for a star spawn. Presumably this guy. He's probably going to be the one gatewaying, but I don't know. If he starts doing stupid things or gets too aggressive or anything, I just want to have, or anybody, right? I just want to have the ability to teleport a star spawn on top of a dude. The items that we're making are, it's going to be, I have them getting made all over the place, so I'm not going to show you where. But we're making Armor of Knights, a Vine Shield, then some random hat. I don't really have a good hat. That's one thing I'm kind of fussy about. They can't, star spawn can't wear boots, so no boots. And then we're making a Cold Blast thing, this thing, which will be pretty good against water elementals and also pretty good against elves. which is, I have a decent idea that might be who we end up zapping. And a Ring of Regen is the other item. So that's all the stuff we're making. I owe one to Rlyeh too. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I give it to Rlyeh that I'm pretty sure he's going to put Eternal Pyre up. And I'm not happy with that because right now, the way I have been planning it is my Eternal Pyre is going to be a long ways off. Sure, we'll have the research, but I'm not going to have my Fire Mage. I have to claim the throne this turn. We built a lab this turn so that I could make a Ring of Wizardry because I want to go ahead and use my god for other things. And while I've got him stationary, I need to get this Ring of Wizardry because I'm going to need that for Eternal Pyre. So, yeah, we're going to make a Ring of Wizardry. We're claiming this throne, which will get us a nice little bit of fire income too, and this bonus attack, which is going to be real nice. After that, we can start making these guys, but these guys wouldn't pop out for 4 turns. So, and once they're out, they have to make a fire hat, and then we can put up Eternal Pyre. So it's actually a long way off doing it this way. And I've been stressed out about it because what that's going to mean is I'm going to give this Fire Skull, which I really should have thought and not traded it to Rlyeh, but I'm going to still have to give it to him. I'd like to just give him his money back, to be honest. And I might be able to do that, but it's a kind of dick thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and make him the Fire Skull and send it to him. And he's going to put up Eternal Pyre, goddammit. But I want to be faster. I can't be 6 turns behind him. I think what's going to happen, well, he may have the Fire Hat already. If he already has the Fire Hat, which is possible, he just needs a Ring of Wizardry, which he probably has, and a Fire 3 Mage, which he probably has. And if he has that, he just makes a Fire Hat. Then the turn he gets it, he's going to put up Eternal Pyre. So next turn we'll send it to him. Turn after he'll get it. Well, for us, we would still be like 3 or 4 more turns, so he would already have Eternal Pyre pay for itself. So if I overcast him, he doesn't even really care. Which, he's probably going to be one of the main competitors for me keeping it up. So I am not cool with that. So what we're going to do is, we've got a Nature Mage here who sadly is taking a bit of a nap, or he's preaching, yelling crazy shit out of his window. And assuming he's back to normal next turn, we're going to empower him in fire. And the reason is because later he's going to be able to do this spell, or not this spell. Oh my god, it's so much different stuff. This spell, Erect Graven Idol, and this dude can cast Tower of Heavens. So I know it's a little weird and confusing, but I think we do that. But okay, in the meantime though, I empower him in fire. Well, with a Skull of Fire and with a Ring of Wizardry, imagine this guy also being empowered in fire, he'll be Fire 3. And what that means is he will be able to summon something I haven't researched yet, which is a Flame Spirit. So we do that, he summons a Flame Spirit. The Flame Spirit takes the Ring of Wizardry and casts, or forges a Fire Helmet. And then, so we're getting pretty expensive because this guy plus the Fire Helmet's going to be, and the Fire and Power, that's like minus 100 Fire Gems, right? But after that, I'm going to be able to put up Eternal Pyre. Problem with Eternal Pyre is it's going to be expensive. It's 80, so, and I want to do a big overcast. So I need to get my trading hat on. I've already traded with Airmore to get more fire. I need to go soon, and I'll probably do it next turn. I'm going to need to sell some more Skulls of Fire. And yeah, we're going to need a good bit more fire. I'm hoping I can trade some more air gems for fire, though that's a bit dubious. I might be able to trade water gems for fire, though I want to be careful doing that because the people I'd be trading it to are going to be water nations, and they are very possibly going to murder me. Maybe Dom Danielle has fire. I'll message. Trading death for fire right now is, I think, my best option. And I'm totally happy trading this to Pop Kill or to whoever. I'm hoping Middle Age Atlantis. I know they had wanted a lot of death, so I'm hoping they'll trade me for fire. Anyway, we will find out. We will find out how this is going to shake down. But for now, my plan is we're going to empower this dude in fire. We're going to summon a Flame Spirit, which I should, by the way, be able to... The turn he empowers, he should be able to cast it because he's not going to empower this turn. Next turn he'll empower. I should have fire Conjuration 6 done, and then we can come back to... Oh wait, we need to hold up. We do Conjuration 6 first. Then we're going to do Enchantment 6. Enchantment 6 is where Eternal Pyre is, so we didn't actually have to get to 7. But we'll go to 7 for the spells. And then Thumb, and then Alt. So that is the plan. I need way more fire than I currently have. Way more. So I got to trade my little butt. And we're a little poor on gems because I'm making all that thug gear. I'm also making a hammer. Did I say I would make somebody a hammer for fire gems? I don't think so. These aren't for hammers. Anyway. And we're also still casting Voice of Tiamat and some other stuff. So, like over here, I think we're casting it twice. My Ring of Wizardry is actually going to be busy once it gets made. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a Skull Staff, and then I can make more Skull Staffs. And the nice thing about having a Skull Staff is not only can I make more, but I can also summon Revenants to help me do Dark Knowledge in places where I don't have many Death Mages. So that will be really nice. It'll help me get Death Site searched a lot faster. And I still need... Like, it may be that I summon a Revenant here, and then I put gear on this guy and teleport him out here rather than waiting to roll a Death Random. So we'll see. Could I get one of these? Maybe. Being a little greedy, I don't have all of my... I want to be careful on how greedy I'm being. Yeah, I think we're just going to fill up recruitment. Keep getting these cheap mages for now. I don't like not building Meteorite Guard every turn. Because when you're in position 1, you can't afford to not put stuff in military. You can't be like, oh, I'll sit here and turtle and assume nobody attacks you. If people don't attack you, it's because you have big fucking armies. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll do a Skull Staff. We'll teleport people around. And I also need to make a crystal coin, which I actually could maybe do this turn. No, we'll do it next turn. We're not in a super hurry. But we need to make a crystal coin because I'm going to need the skull hat and the crystal coin to teleport my star spawn around, like this guy. And then we can get death mages where we want, because like there's a whole swath of death we haven't site searched. And our death income is already really good. It's 24, and it's not something we've site searched a ton. Like, we've site searched it significantly less than Astral. You can see this whole areas we've site searched Astral but haven't done death. So I expect we're going to have death up in like the 50s and not very long, which is something we like a lot. That's very good news for us. What else? We've been putting these little things everywhere. We haven't gotten a ton of good void critters here. It's best if we can mix up the land and the not land void critters. Have we gotten our Dominion over here? Okay, we've started getting our Dominion here. Oh, we got really good void critters here. Look at that. Those are good rolls. So, and we're starting to get some mad hybrids. So I can send these mad hybrids underwater. Maybe put them here. It's actually not a bad idea. But having a few of these guys especially in a fort, they can do amazing fort defense. Amazing. I think that guy, yeah, okay. I do need to probably get like a water mage chilling out in here, because water magi are very good at buffing those dudes. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and send this guy with some void critters, but also these guys, which are going to get transformed into... They're going to get transformed into more critters. I want to mix up the land and the water mad dudes, madmen, because they get... You'll get more void critters that way. We've done... One thing I haven't really been showing you, but I've been doing, it's important to mention, because, guys, my Dominion is starting to go nuts. Look at it. Went from... I mean, just look. Like, all game, we were like this... And then in the past couple turns, we've almost doubled our Dominion. Like in like 5 turns, we've almost doubled it. It's been going absolutely bonkers. The reason we've been doing that is because I've been having some of these guys preach. You can see I've got 3 of them preaching. They're Holy 2s, which means in a temple, they can preach up to Holy 3. Right now, we're only at 3 candles. Here, we've already got up to 5, so I should have turned them all off. But these were preaching here last turn. Here they were preaching, we've turned them. So that's one thing we're doing, is trying to get all of our forts with temples in them preached up to 5. And then we're trying to get, well, we've got preachers everywhere. We spend a lot of time talking about that. But we're actively managing. I'm trying to check most of the provinces. You know, we're tending it like our little garden. Vanheim has taken this, and we didn't get to see the battle here, sadly. But we have the wolves coming in over here. All very nice. Here we're preaching. I'm not going to... I'll just mention this because we're talking about Dominion. This guy, I'm not going to use him to preach until we get to like 1 or 2 candles. Because once we're at like 2 candles, these guys are not very good. I mean, they're still going to be fine, but they can only get up to 3. I feel like it's wasteful of his research potential to have him do the lifting from 0 to 2. So we're only going to have him lift it up past where those other guys can't. And then if you look at Dominion, like down here, we're doing very good. We've gotten all of Krieg's Dominion out of here. We've gotten our Dominion in almost all of the underwater system that we control. And we're starting to get it preached up. We're going to get this preached up real high to 6, but well, we're going to do it here because we're, again, going to try to not have our prophet, who's holy 3, waste his energy getting it up from 0 to 3 candles. So we'll try to move some other dudes in there. Our cap is at 6. I think that's a result of... Oh, no, we have Dominion Strength 6 now. Ooh, it's getting close to 10. We're building a bunch of temples this turn, too. We're building a temple here. I think we're building another temple at over here on Blandos. I know we're building one. And I don't think we're building one on that star we just took. But anyway, what are we going to do? We've got temple trainers going on everywhere. I can't remember where we put all of our... Okay, we've got some of our madmen converters here, which is fine. What else? I think that's most of it for kind of the general happenings. If we want to talk about... Oh, well, there's an important thing to mention. That is, Jotunheim was very upset that Utgard attacked him, because from his perspective, he's thinking, I'm fighting the guy who's in position 1 by a mile, and people come in to vulture me, and I'm like playing hard and trying to put up a fight. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to come in and vulture me while I'm trying to play hard and put up a fight, then fuck you, I'm going to fight you instead of Lucid, which appears to be what he's doing. I mean, I'm sure he's going to fight both of us, but these armies were here and here respectively, and he has moved them in here to deal with Jotunheim, or to deal with Utgard. So we are going to position ourselves, we're going to do a military strike here. This is coming from the force over here on this throne. So they are going to go move in over here. They're not going to 1-turn pop it, but we'll do some damage and we're going to move them off. And we're going to start a general invasion, if you will. Following behind them, I have this army moving to where this army was coming from over here. And so they'll replace their spot because we actually can't travel from this star over to this fort. So we're going to zip over here, and then from here, we're going to follow them up. And so, yeah, these guys are going to soften up the fort and then move out. And these guys are probably going to take the fort while these guys move around. And then at the same time, we're also going to be gatewaying in, not this turn, but next turn, a big-ass army. And with that big-ass army, we will be able to crush this. And once I take this fort, well, the other option is I could just go take the capital, because there's not actually much here. And that may be easier. I think we may do that. Come over here and take the capital, and then we can push forward and take this and backfill. And that will give me a good border, because Tianqi's moving in here and invading and whatnot. They probably see our little troops and are like, oh my god. They've already made it to the bottom. But yeah, we're going to bring these guys back up. I'm fine splitting Blandos with Tianqi, but I must have this province. That is my only condition. Otherwise, I'm going to fight him for it. Yeah. We must have the Broken Tower with the Conjurer. Absolutely must. Absolutely must. And there's a decent chance we just take it. If we take it, though, we have to think about the consequences. That would mean we probably need to eat Tianqi. We're going to have Iru here. Nick Knight's doing actually quite well. He's number 2 in gems now. So Iru had a very good gem turn. And of course, he has Conjurers, which he, every time, it doesn't matter. Every single game, Nick Knight is going to find a Blood Mage. Doesn't matter what nation he's playing on. None of that matters. He will get as a Blood Mage. Oh, that's interesting. I'd like to be a fly on that wall. Ooh. These guys are getting eaten. Where's their cap? Oh, there it is. Ooh, losing this early is Miclan to Pelagia. But this is just such an unfavorable... I mean, I was here last time. We were up here in England, which is even worse. It's just so bad being surrounded by underwater. So bad. But Pelagia has no right beating Miclan on land this early, even still. I probably should reach out to Miclan and see if they need anything. But these guys are friends too. Miclan and Pelagia. I mean, not Miclan. Pelagia and Iru. So... they're almost 100% not going to fight. And now they have like a very good border they're happy with. They're beginning to develop some really strong powers on the planet. They have Pelagia, who's going to be strong. There's Nick Knight playing Kangubia. Kailasa is really big. This is a really hard planet. My planet is much easier. I mean, we've got Ulm, who's in a higher position than both of them, than all of them, but it's... And we've got Krieg, which I think is still a kind of broken nation, but I don't think the player's in a super great position. Garth is now all beat to hell. Satis, I don't think, is that strong. Naba is pretty weak. So we'll see. It's very happy with where I spawned. Which, it was kind of funny, because when the game started, Middle-Aged Rlyeh was like, oh, dude, you got the worst spawn. And in some ways, it's objectively true. Like, you're pinned into an early fight with these guys. I don't know. It's a little cramped, or it can be. I forget all the reasons. He had a bunch of reasons, and they all made sense to me. I was like, yeah, probably. But I knew what we were doing, and I knew with our teleporting god, none of that would matter. None of that would matter. So we're building this fort here. It's coming up pretty soon. And once we have it, we're going to do a more proper PD dump and claim it. And I'll have, hopefully, these guys are all insane this turn. But hopefully, once we claim it, we'll have enough PD and Meteorite Guard here to kill all the attackers. Because we do want to get this juicy income. So that's part of that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in particular. Is there anything else? No, this is mostly the setup turn, right? I mean, we're doing some attacking coming over here, but... Or we have a couple more setup turns before we fully finish off Blandos. But once we do, I think it's gonna happen pretty quickly. Pretty damn quickly, because we're going to have big armies moving in. This is all like low commitment, bullshitting around stuff we've been using. We have to be careful not to get cheesed, but we have Soul Slay with our cap-only mages in most of our armies. So I don't think we're going to get cheesed very easily. It's possible, but we'll see. And I'm going to have my god as a free agent too, to take some of the hardest fights. So I'm not really worried about getting cheesed. The other thing that's going to be coming online is the Tetrahedrons of Doom. And ideally I roll a death random, another one. But if I can't, so be it. For the Tetrahedrons, we actually will be able to make them without the death randoms from our cap, with the crystal coin and with that ring of wizardry when it's not being used for anything else. So that's a thing. But yeah, I would say all in all, things are going pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I'm nervous about controlling Eternal Pyre. And a lot of this is going to be dependent on my ability to turn all these gems into fire gems. Because I'm still going to have to basically waste another 100 fire. So we will see you next turn. Take care.